What's going on, B1 family? It's your boy Big Vic. Welcome back to My Black Universe. I know it's been a few days since I dropped a video. Been trying to have some business on the back end, but we back in. That was unintentional, but those bars. So we want to catch up and then bring it to the modern day, or should I say bring it to the current information that's going on right now. So you guys see this right here, man, which, funny enough, we've seen this a couple times, huh? So we got the Nashville school shooter. Says he's inspired by Hitler and Candace Owens. So let's go to the news. AP. Police review writings tied to Nashville school shooter who killed a female student and himself. So this cat's name is Solomon Henderson. And pretty much that's all we know about him. Now, he killed a Hispanic girl, Jocelyn Correa Escalante, in the school's cafeteria, then turned the gun on himself. The school shooting has left Tennessee's capital city once again grappling with the fallout of a tragic school shooting. Nearly 2 years prior, the school shooting was fired at a private elementary school in Nashville and killed 6 people, including 3 children. We'll get into that in a minute. But yeah, man, he 288-page document is also under investigation. So this dude thought himself a modern day Nazi. Got the salutes. You saw the hair. You see the hairline. Now, with the information being limited from the authorities, it's all speculation right now. We don't have anything too solid. Solomon Henderson, that could be FBA last name. That last name right there. Now we don't know if he's adopted or not, though. That's the thing. So this is from New York Post. Nashville school gunman, 17, who killed teen girl appeared to be a self-loathing incel. Now that could make sense, but once again, family, the hairline, the quote haircut, cut all the way down or up, not shaped up, nothing like this. That's kind of telling for us. We kind of seen that before. We know what that is. However, we don't want to put any statements out there and get you caught up. So we're gonna say alleged. We allege that he's not an FBA until we get concrete information. So it's a young lady who lost her life, which is very unfortunate. Yeah, family. This could be a combination of things. The self-loathing, self-hating, tragic Negro who's, unfortunately, I have black skin. If I didn't have black skin, the girl I want, she would want me. But however, we don't have a lot of information right now. Very kind of hush hush. This was on the 23rd, mind you. So, alleged Nashville school shooter praised Hitler and shared neo-Nazi content, like I was stating before. Now, what's interesting about this is, with what's been going on in the Nashville area, you would think they would have a better handle on protecting this. Now, I share this because I want you to see. So, this is the AP New York Post. But the Times of Israel isn't on this. You see why? You see how they phrase it? We know about this part, but praise Hitler, neo-Nazi. This salute. Now you would think, because this was the 23rd, you would think somebody who has more prominence, more notoriety for the Times of Israel will be more front center on their page, Mr. Musk. But he's not. Now, when I was saying, hey, I'm surprised that they don't have this, really sewn up, because this dude came in there with 9mm, let off 10 rounds. Now, something's kind of weird in the So we can find again. something's kind of weird in one of the reports where they were saying he let off 10 rounds, but the police found, he found 9 rounds still in the firearm. So I don't know, are they saying he reloaded? It wasn't too clear. I think it was in Nashville. I'll find his family real quick. That's how I'm gonna do it. Work smarter, not harder. Yeah, here it is. Okay, AP. So yeah, they confirmed Thursday that he had fired 10 shots. So he fired 10 shots from a 9mm within 17 seconds of entering the cafeteria. The pistol was loaded with 9 rounds when recovered by police. So he let off 10 shots in 17 seconds. We know one of those shots was turned on himself, but then it was loaded with 9 rounds. The math on that personally. But we're going to leave that where it is. We're going to put a pin in that until we have more information. Now, this has happened before. Audrey Hale. And I believe our brother, Professor Black Truth, he covered this for sure. More than likely in the crime report. So this happened, and this was 2023 when this happened. So not too long ago, family. You would think that with this having happened, there'd be a little bit more urgency to kind of shore things up. Boom, he gets in there with the 9mm and goes, they don't want to have smoke. You don't have that look, smoke detectors. We're not an urban school, yada yada, whoop woo woo. But come on now, that wasn't too long ago that people lost their lives, man. Having bullets whiz by you, that's. You would think, we'd be more diligent about, protecting the students. Is no one being encouraged to talk and say, hey, if you see something weird going on, say something, considering what happened. Whether, the authorities can get involved and shut things down before it becomes crazy, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't feel like there was necessarily the proper things in place to protect those students. And as you see, unfortunately, a young lady lost her life. So, once more information becomes available about that, if it becomes available, we'll revisit that. So, family. So these deportations, Lord have mercy, have brought on a wave of responses. And I want to give a few of them from the Black family. TikTok, I think a couple of them might be from IG. Let's weigh in.
I don't know what y'all believe politically. I don't care. But I can say this. For once in the United States, police ain't looking for niggas.
That's hilarious, but it's true. That's hilarious, but it's true. And you know what? I'm glad he said that, because this man felt brazen enough to post this.
Mr. Trump, me wanna say thank you to you for deportation me to Mexico and give me 1 week's vacation. My boss never give me.
Real quick, side note. That's the reason why they like to hire these type of guys. And I don't care if you get upset, get offended, whatever. Because they get worked like a dog. We understand human rights. And we're like, yo, I should get sick time. I should get paid leave. I should get vacation time. I should get benefits and be able to use those benefits. And they're like, well, you're illegal. You need to work 7 days a week. Yeah, I'm paying you a third of what I paid the Negroes. But I presume y'all gonna be 4, 5, 10 people in the house, minus the kids. You'll be all right.
Thank you for deportation me back to my country. 1 week I be back in US. Okay? 1 week I be back. My buddies.
Very brazen, right? Online. Reason why it popped up on my IG, as you see. Got the IG logo right here. So it popped up on my feed. That's how confident he is. And speaking of that, the reason why he feels confident is because his employer is not in trouble. Jason Black had a program about this like 2-3 weeks ago. If you want to stop this, I think it was post-election and 2 or 3 weeks ago. If you want to stop this, go after the men that hire them. Then it will stop. But as long as you don't go after them, well, he's gonna come back. He's gonna feel brazen enough. Yeah, that I know I'm getting underpaid, but I'm not over here in Mexico, and I don't know what type of deal he's got worked out because this is put up there. The CAR, he said it himself.
Over here, they give me my buddies from the CARTEL.
Jerem, my buddies from the who?
Look.
Hold on. Let's go back.
Look. My buddies give me this passport.
Oh, let's go back a little bit more.
They give me my buddies from the CARTEL.
That makes me wonder what extra stuff he may have to do. Because we know those cats, they don't play. They don't play. There's I think a mayor got put in the office, and 3 days later they found this portion of his body on top of his car. That was reported. That's what the report said.
They give me these. Look, I be back 1 week. Look. My buddies give me this passport. You know? So you tell my boss 1 week vacation, okay? I be back.
Now here's another response. Mexicans protest Trump at the U.S. Embassy in Mexico City.
I don't see how you can hate from outside of the club. You can't even get in.
Evelyn. Oh man. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. He said it is a fact. How you gonna hate from outside the club? You can't get in at all. Y'all know I had to repost that. Now this next couple clips are black women's responses to this.
Y'all not gonna like what I'm about to say, but I don't give a fuck because I'm an adult. I'm grown. But as I'm sitting here minding my business, washing my hair, blow drying it, I get on TikTok just to scroll, just to waste some time.
Mm-hmm.
And I see I'll say about 10 think pieces from black women. 2 black women were moms who have children that are elementary school, that demographics is majority Hispanic. And then the other like 7 or 6 of them were like black women educators, elementary school educators. And they were saying, oh my God, if ICE come into my school, I'm going to jail. Ain't nobody gonna get my Hispanic babies. I've worked too hard with them to.
That's as often as there have been black women who've been gaffled up and gunned down. Hearing that, you know what I'm saying? I get we have a nature still. We still have a nature of protecting kids. But just throwing yourself out the window like you ain't got kids in your home. What?
Get them where they need to be. If they come over my dead body, they come to get the babies. Then the black mamas was like, oh, I'm not gonna let, oh no, ain't no way, I'm a mother, I ain't gonna let nobody come and take the What? ¿Qué? No comprende. I'm confused. Why are y'all taking the charge in this situation? This has nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing to do with us. As teachers, you're mandated reporters, meaning you report neglect and different forms of abuse and maybe suicidal ideations.
Is she telling the truth, family? Like, is she on the money? I used to work for Fort Worth ISD as a bus driver. Now, I did have a certain level of duty to protect the children by make sure I was driving safe and not letting nobody crazy on the bus. However, if I was still driving and ICE came to pick up the babies, who am I to obstruct the law? I'm just saying. And it's nothing personal. At this point, I think we understand as Foundation of Black Americans, it's all business now. We really, as a core, at the nucleus, we understand it's business. Our livelihood is business. And we have to do what's best for the business or best for our livelihood. Nothing against you, Jorge. Nothing against you, Camila. But you and your people gotta go. We can't keep giving away the best of us to get nothing in return. There's been no return on our investment into other groups, into other ventures, which is anything outside of our neighborhoods, outside of our communities, has not yielded no credible results. Like, there's nothing that we've gotten out of it. Damn the psychological satisfaction. That ain't putting no food in your baby's belly. Damn the psychological satisfaction. That ain't putting no clothes on their back. My boys, since me and my wife been back together, my youngest son grew in about an inch and a half. I noticed it because him and his sister was about height. They about 15 months apart. And I was like, I look up, oh, okay, you getting a little taller. And I looked at his feet. His feet getting bigger. All three of them got big feet. They got honest. I wear size 13 at 5'9.5", size 13. Diabolical, right? I can't keep giving away to other groups and letting them keep giving away resources to other groups when my family need these resources, when your family need these resources. I'm sorry, it's not. We can't do that. That's bad business, baby. And I like to do good business.
But nobody told you to be the National Guard. Nobody is telling you to throw yourself in front of ICE officers when they're coming to snatch those children up. That is not your job, ma'am. The most you can do is probably call for help. But to throw your body and say, I'm willing to go to jail, okay, go to jail. Kiki, Miss Johnson, go to jail. Go to jail. Because guess who's not going to bail you out? Guess who's not going to bail you out? Do I have to say it? Guadalupe's not bailing you out. Jose, not bailing you out. No. I swore.
They may say something nice. Gracias. Get in their vehicle with their kids while you sitting there locked up. More than likely, you might be a single mom. Oh, don't be a single parent. So now, not only you locked up, if your child is underage, well, who's home? Now everybody got to come get the kid. Family might be outside of the city. They got to come in and get the kid. Figure out how to bail you out. Don't let them not have no bread. Don't let the family be struggling. Because a lot of us that was making good money the last 2 or 3 years, excuse me, family, I don't want to be rude. A lot of us that was making money and it felt like good money the last 2 or 3 years, prior, that good money starting to feel like it's not good money no more. It's like, my dollar spending like it's 50 cents. So now, that big salary spends like a smaller salary. I gotta come get your kid and bail you out. 2, 3, 4 years ago. Oh, that was man, that's a check. That's a paycheck. I got a paycheck for that, and then I still got money left over. Now it's like, yo, the way the groceries is, you need to sit yourself down.
That y'all said that black women were minding our business for the next 4 years. It's only the 23rd day in January. We've been in this year 23 days.
They said it.
Y'all already not minding y'all business.
Damn.
What is really going on? Because let me tell you something. I'm not doing it. And I work at an elementary school that's predominantly Hispanic. I'm not doing it. That's not my job. That's not my fight.
Thank you.
That's not my fight. And to make matters worse, y'all not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. To make matters worse, if for any ungodly reason, officers were coming to elementary schools or coming wherever to take and snatch up little black children, I guarantee
Starting to get like that, too.
nobody is going to stop it from happening. So y'all go sit your ass down somewhere and cut it out.
So that's heavy. That's heavy. That's the question we have to ask these sisters and the brothers. If it was their little black child, whether it's Demetrius, or Daviante, LaKeitrin, LaQuavia, any of our little babies' names. If it was any of our babies, whether they were, quote, hood or proper, are you going to show the same energy? Will they be shown the same deference? Or are you putting on the cape for somebody with lighter hue than you? It's a question you got to ask.
All those people that was talking down on black Americans, saying that they didn't have no power in this country, and the white man this and the white man that, and Wabo, Wakata.
Now, I've never heard the term Wabo. I've never heard that term. Let's look that up. Let's look that up real quick. That's Spanish term? No. Does derogatory term wobble mean? Wobbles. There we go. Oh. Whoa. With Aboriginal black origin. The ball player Kyrie Irving can be referred to as Wabo. Well, damn. It's been said before. We don't have terms like that. We don't sit around and make up terms for other groups to berate or denigrate them or to clown or humiliate them like that. We don't sit there and make term after term after term. They use, Akata in the east and then Jareer in the south and Wabo in the west. We don't do that. That's not us. We might roast you based on how you dress that day. And then we, at the same time, we don't say you get right, you get fly. Hey, I see you play it. You know what I'm saying? We don't say call you cute. You know what I'm saying? But we don't, hey, I see you, bro. I'm trying to get like you. We have our ways of saying like, hey, bro, I see you. All right, you clean. All right, you. Yeah, line crispy. All right, I see you play. Go and get him, man. He finna get all the numbers. He finna bag all the baddies. We'll do that. But a constant dictionary a thesaurus of words to denigrate us. That is, you. They can't. I'm sorry. They can't. Like Kanye used to say, can't tell me nothing. I don't hear it.
And Jareer and all types of other fucking slurs that y'all say towards us. Now y'all crying. Look who's crying now. Now everybody crying and shit. Y'all want us to get involved. We not getting fucking involved. And don't ask the black women either, because they said they was on vacation. So I don't know what the fuck y'all gonna do.
Well,
I don't know what the fuck to tell you, G.
And again, you guys are going to lose.
now let's read this. What's sad is that you don't understand that people really mean, but what people really mean by putting this 100 as a head middle school custodian. I would put myself in front of any of my kids. I would rather get, and I didn't go back to find that. Now, mind you, Freak the Gemini is Haitian. I believe he's Haitian. And it's sad when somebody outside your culture gotta get on your head and correct you.
You guys are not beating up an ICE agent. Y'all keep showing brass knuckles and all this other stuff, bro. These are military 6-foot dudes who are told to put pain if someone act up.
So story time. Fort Worth, 2003. No. My daughter was born by then. 2015. Yeah, about 2015. So I was despite the stomach, I was about over 300 pounds, but I was a valet. I will run. I know, hard to believe. So I was a valet for Town Park Ballet Company at the Sheraton in downtown Fort Worth, and Dairy Queen. So I ain't capping, ain't no capping my rap. Dairy Queen had a convention like for their, the hires, like the corporate was down there, and they all had their, the little badges. They were having a week there where they were doing everything they need to do, having fun, whatever. So there was a young white dude. He was working there, and he decided to get pissy drunk. And now with the Sheraton Fort Worth, if you ever been, you come off the main road, you can turn, boom, right into the Sheraton. You make a right, coming off the freeway, boom, make a right, come off the freeway into the main road. Freeway, boom, you come down, you make the right, the first right you see brings you to the Sheraton where you can valet your vehicle. So at the time when I worked there, they had a bench outside. Now I'm valet uniform on, you know what I'm saying? Got it around the midsection, sucking in. Boom. I'm working, and, we working, we making a little bit of money because, they come in there, the white folk, they tipping. All right, cool, we hauling. And that's summertime, so, boom, we getting it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have beard because you couldn't have beard, so all this was shaved off. So he's outside, sleeping on the bench because he's pissy drunk, sleep. They called the police for, I think it was a homeless dude was trying to get in the back. They called police. Oh, police, hey man, go on, yeah. Came back around, is everything all right? It said, yes, ma'am, but we got this one guest, he is asleep, because we tried to wake him up. Excuse me, sir, I didn't want to touch you, sir, I tried, sir, tried. So please, hey, sir, it's time to get up. You get the tap. Hey, man, time to get up. Sir tried, time to get up. All right, so he reached to grab the dude's arm. Dude decides he wants to get up and get buck with 2 Fort Worth police officers. Now, mind you, these dudes weren't 6 foot. They probably around my height, 5'9", 5'9.5", maybe 5'10". One, I think one was like maybe 5'11". The other one was a little bit shorter. Now, mind you, he goes to do all that. Man, they grab him. Both of them got him up. Boom. Put him on his back so fast, man. They slammed him on his bodies. I don't think they slammed him on his face. I think, well, he got slammed. They literally like this. Boom. And he got slammed hard enough. Something busted because there was some blood on that walkway. Yeah, there was blood. There's blood. I remember seeing that. I was like, damn. I'm like, oh shoot. He went to jail. Now, mind you, That was Fort Worth PD. Average height dudes, right? 6-foot dudes who probably don't get that much action. And if you're taking this type of job, you probably up here, you know, might be a few screws loose. And so somebody's talking about they finna get bucky and they showing off brass knuckles, which is open threat on a federal agent, right? So you got brass knuckles, and we know which school. I need people to think about this. You're on the internet, where people can find you based off of your phone signal, your router. You can use. Somebody probably know how to program Google Lens to find you based on your face, like all the pictures you ever taken, where your iPhone that takes pictures or your Galaxy that takes pictures, where they geotag your photo to find the location you in. So when they come to the location, they can pay special visit to you. They know where you work, and I'm gonna do it so I can put the hands on you to give you the Beats by Dre. Okay, all right, you got it, Bucko. FAFO.
So far, the only people they have picked up were illegal immigrants that have caused crime here or back in their country. Have you looked at the rap sheet? Some of them have little kids. Some of them have actually done horrific crimes. But y'all keep showing these brass knuckles talking about, oh, I'm gonna defend my kids. I'm gonna defend my people. What are you talking about? I'm sorry to tell y'all this. This is not a movie, bro. Realistically, you not stopping nothing. I'm just keeping facts, bro. Y'all not stopping nothing. Like, y'all trying to make me look like a bad guy right now, but I'm telling y'all reality. You not stopping nothing. Because the minute you put hands on one, 8 of them gonna stump the yard. God forbid some of y'all that I see talking about drills and stuff, bro, you whip that out, you already know what's about to happen, bro.
Yeah, don't be stupid. I gotta. Don't and you really think some of these ain't race soldiers? More unhinged race soldiers, and you gonna pull out a drill? Really? Something you hold in your hand like that? Are you okay? Do you need your medicine? Have you taken the pill? Have you, a loved one, ever taken? Have you ever tried Diet Coke? It has aspartame. Aspartame is said to put holes in your brain. If you ever had Diet Coke, you may be entitled to compensation. Head ass, because you really finna pull up something that makes your hand do this? Okay. Alright. You know what I'm saying? Please have your pre-needs already ready. Please have life insurance. I'm a sticker for these little kids whose parents probably teach them to call you Mayate. In a very good quality accent. Okay.
If you have families at home, why would you even think or attempt to try to come after a ICE agent or make online threats about an ICE agent? You guys will either go to jail, lose your job, or worse, the ICE agent's gonna have fun giving you the Mike Tyson. Think logically, think safely.
Trump is playing. I think that brother's speaking intelligently. I think that's the one time we say somebody non-FBA is making quality sense. Don't put yourself in those situations where you can get unalived. Trying to defend another group that wouldn't. It's on cotton. It's on fire to put you out. I said it's. YouTube. All right, I'm very selective. Now I got this brother up here. Now I have a certain level of respect for Mr. Krim. However, prior to Trump doing what he did and enacting what he was enacting, this brother did something I felt was very off code. And he's in Chicago, from my understanding, based on what he's posted. Now, let me say this in no certain terms. I'm not here to indict him based on this one post. This is just me raising awareness, because I'm wondering, Why would you do this unless it's one or two things, or a combination, or it's one of three things? You're shielding. I know my fingernails they probably look a little dirty. You're shielding for the Democrats because you're trying to put yourself in position to run for some type of local office in Chicago. You have a immigrant lover or a lover with an immigrant background. They got some cousins or whatever, and they like, you got a platform. We need to use it, or a combination of both. You are trying to run for office, and you just so happen to have an immigrant significant other. So this is not to fully indict Mr. Krim. This is just to keep our antennas up. Just kind of watch this brother's movement. He's done great work. However, we will not allow ourselves to be bamboozled by the great work. And then all of a sudden you switch up. As we seen Melly Mel, you're in microphone check, which I got a copy of. I need to get the colonized version of it. But then when Joe hits him up, oh, that's my N-word from the Bronx. That's my that ungrateful energy. We've seen that before. Melly Mel, Dr. Umar. Cats get platformed. They're like, okay, I got some traction. Then something happened, and they're like, okay, well, let me buck back and say something slick. That contempt, yeah, we not letting that ride. So we're just doing this to watch this brother. So I'm gonna let him say what he has to say, and you make a decision based on the information he put on his IG.
Planning a large immigration raid.
Let me start over. I want you guys to hear from the beginning. I don't want to. Now, I caught this. I was supposed to do it early, but I'm glad I'm doing it now.
Planning a large immigration raid in Chicago on Tuesday on his first full day in office. So for those of you in the Chicago area who might be impacted by this, I'm going to share some resources and point you in the right direction so that you can get connected with some people who know more about this than I do. Check out the Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights. You can also check out Mano a Mano Family Resource Center. Also, check out the Resurrection Project. You can also link up with Chicago Workers Collaborative. And there's also Centro Sin Fronteras. I hope I said that right, but connect with them too. You can also connect with the Illinois Venezuelan Alliance and all of the organizations.
Let's say the Venezuelans who got gangs trying to hem up black folk, threatening black folk.
I just said are in or around Chicago. Outside of Chicago, you can also connect with United We Dream. They're providing valuable information and insight on this topic. And the National Immigration Law Center, who also put together a Know Your Rights booklet. And I'm going to share that right now. You can find this on their page, but I found it on YK Hong's page. And this is not legal advice. These are just general guidelines. You have the right to remain silent. If an ICE agent comes to your door, you do not have to open it. You also have the right to speak to a lawyer. You can simply say, I need to speak to my attorney.
Most of them can't speak English, brother. Even here in Texas, there are certain places, restaurants, employers. I'll put it out there, Ship Bob. I'm in there. If you Latino, Latina, whatever, you get moved up into a high position where you really ain't got to do nothing. Everybody else, particularly us, got to do a lot of the grunt work. Even if you're just there to make some extra money, you're going to do a lot of grunt work. And you ask some questions, they just kind of looking at you because they don't speak English. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, you don't speak no English? No English? No? Okay. All right. So how you going to ask that question?
And please do not sign anything unless you talk to a lawyer. So also make sure you are carrying valid immigration documents with you. If you have a valid work permit.
That's the thing, brother. ICE is coming after illegal immigrants. If you're illegal, you don't have valid documentation. I know I'm supposed to let them talk, but see, when I hear this stuff, I'm hearing it in real time, and it's like, brother, what are we doing? And where are all the resources for black folk? Oh, wait. They funnel their money, Brandon Johnson, to the illegals. Leaving the black folk out, which has it set up to where the community's bucking back, and they want him gone. Well, our brother who's boots on the ground, Afro Elite in Chicago, going to immigrants, ask them questions. So when they try to say, "Oh, they're not getting resources like that, they're not getting these cars," no, it's me on camera on my phone asking them these questions. Are you guys getting this? And they're saying it. So somebody's lying, either you or them. And they in my neighborhood, they on my block, where the little kids supposed to be running playing, but they can't because they're out here selling food. No vendor license. Nobody checking on them, make sure they're up to code. Probably serving pigeon, but you shut down the youth center where they could go hoop and swim and stay out of the streets, Mr. Brandon Johnson. You took that from, and so they can have somewhere to be out of the cold and get, 5,000, 10,000, how much money they get on these cards so they can get groceries and sell a deep fried pigeon or a grilled pigeon, whatever they're doing. I know I'm being facetious to an extent, but this is what was happening. We saw this. Shout out to our brother Afro Elite.
Or green card, be sure to have it with you. But do not carry papers from another country with you, such as a foreign passport. If you are a parent and you're worried that ICE may arrest you, let the officer know that you have children. So if you are the parent or primary caregiver of a U.S. citizen or permanent resident who is under 18, ICE may exercise discretion and let you go. And also, carry a Know Your Rights card with you at all times. You can download this on the National Immigration Law Center's Instagram page. They have a link in their bio. I sincerely hope this helps someone out there, so be sure to share this with anyone you know who could benefit from it.
And that's what I'm saying, family. I foresee his brother probably making a political run. I haven't seen him with a significant other. That's his private business. A lot of people don't like to share who they're with like that and put a whole bunch of videos and pictures up of their family, significant others, things of that nature. Especially if you're out here doing this type of work when you're in the spotlight, bucking the system. But this particular move for me is very off code. And I suspect it's politically related or significant other who's an immigrant background related or combination of the two. So we're going to watch our brother, watch his moves. And if he just so happens to say, I'm running for alderman, assemblyman, mayor, or anything like that, I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll stay on that. Now, sisters. Oh, I find this hilarious. I find this whole Target debacle, this whole DEI debacle, hilarious to an extent because a lot of us still think we have friends because they're willing to put themselves in position to get our money. That's it. These folk, we don't care about us. They're willing to put themselves in position to get our money, to get us to boost a thing. And then once they get what they need out of it, they're like, all right, cool. It's business. It's always about business. We the only ones who want to get, because I don't like when people talk like that about my people. That's my people. A certain number of us like to bring in feelings to business. I was like that. Now, I'm not, denigrating anybody. I'm not coming after anybody like that. Others say, hey, I was like that, but there's a point in time where you gotta stop practicing insanity, like doing the same thing, expecting a different result. Quit bringing feelings or the feeling, oh, I feel like that. I'm accept. No, it's business. Hey, what's the bottom line? What are the numbers at? That's why I like listening to Jason Black, because the programming helps you kind of change your mindset. When he says real businessmen know when they're dealing with a fraudster, dealing with somebody who's just talking. Because when they ask a number, they're trying to lay out a whole bunch of other stuff. They're not asking, hey, I'm giving you, hey, what's the number? How much is this going to cost? Oh, well, we got to factor. No. You should have already done. All that should have been done. We come in here, and when somebody does what they do, have done with us years and years and years, I can't believe y'all don't like us. Nobody likes us. They never liked us. We're just convenience at the time that it's convenient.
Target! Target! Damn it, Target! Y'all, read this shit. I know y'all ain't gonna read it because folks don't like to read, so here goes some cliff notes. They making changes to belonging at the bullseye strategy, which includes ending the program established to help Black employees build a meaningful career and to improve the shopping experiences for Black people. They're also not promoting Black-owned businesses following the killings of George Floyd in 2020. They didn't stop there. And they said they will conclude the DEI goals of hiring and promoting more women and minority groups, including people of color, women, LGBTQ plus people, veterans, and people with disabilities. Who the hell is left? Who's left, guys?
And we're surprised. That's the one thing about he does. We're surprised because this is America. Don't let them catch you slipping now. It's like, come on now, this is America, family. I believe Millie Fuller said it best. She said, if you, I believe, hold on, I want to quote him right. I want to quote our brother right. He has a statement where I believe he says that if you don't understand, there we go. Yes. If you don't understand white supremacy, racism, everything you do understand will only confuse you. That's our brother Neely Fuller Jr., who, from my understanding, via Tariq, helped our dear Queen Mother, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, may she rest in power. Kind of helped that light bulb click on for her, and then boom, you get the ISIS papers. Let that quote resonate. I hope Black folks see, because I put this up on TikTok for those who watch here on YouTube. I clip it up and put it on TikTok. Hopefully they see this and realize, oh shoot, that's right. It makes sense. 2 + 2 is always equal 4. We want to make it 3. We want to make it 5. We want to make it some other grandiose number to make it fit what we want it to be in our mind. Some of us still want a pat on the head from white folk. No. Business. Let it be business. All right, it's okay. Let it be business and let it rock. You won't come away from the table feeling dejected like you've been betrayed. You were the one who said, oh, Target ain't like Walmart. You're the one who made yourself believe that. If you're going to Target now, how many Black folk you really see in there? Very little. And Walmart has always worked on its demographics. If you want, Walmart has a place in the Latino neighborhood, it's mostly going to be Latinos working there. If you got a Walmart that's in the hood, you're going to have mostly Black folk working there. But most Targets are not located and placed the way Walmarts are placed. They're very strategic, and you usually see a lot of white folk in there working there. That's for a reason. Stop lying to yourselves, Black folk.
So Target said they don't need our money, which is great because I needed an excuse to not go back in there ever again anyway. Perfect. It works out. It freaking works out.
A lot of, since I get a lot of y'all hurt, I've shopped at Target a couple times, right? Ghetto Gastro's in there. Our sister Mama's Biscuits is in there, which I'm kind of concerned for her because that's a good sister. We've done business together. If y'all want a good breakfast sandwich, it's a little pricey, but no nitrates, no nitrites in the biscuit, in the breakfast sandwich. And the biscuit sandwich, you can order from her site online too. I've been wanting to do kind of a mukbang with my kids and order a few things from the site online. We just hadn't been able to line that up. I'm getting things, hand on the back end. But I've had her stuff. I'm gonna try to link that in some cards. I'm trying to remember that. You guys know I do bad about the links. If I forget it, get on me in the comments. Hey, where them links at, man? We trying to be fat. Some big back activity going. But the blueberry joints, the blueberry sausage joints, I like to do it in the oven. You know, so you can do it in the microwave. I like to do it in the oven. So, you know, so it can be softer. A little bit of water on it. You know how we do. Kind of doctor up, put it in the oven, let it warm up slowly. Oh, yes. Delicious. Magnifique. And she got a sausage, egg, and cheese joint where it's cheddar, not American cheese. Family, support that sister. Support that sister. I think she's from the Carolinas. I think. I got to double check. My mom's basically, you see this, you know, correct me on that. But yeah, I'm very concerned about her. What she's going to do going forward. And some of the other sisters that are a part of that. Excuse me. Hold on, my family. Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat. Okay. Forgive me.
So no Target, no Walmart, no Hobby Lobby, no Home Goods, no TJ Maxx, no Marshalls, no McDonald's, no Fruit of the Loom, no Dairy Queen, no Baskin Robbins, George Foreman Grill. This shit is... I'm not surprised.
I'm glad you're not.
Means now we got to keep our black dollars to our black ass self.
We should have been doing that. That was the thing with integration that messed us up. So many black-owned businesses that probably multi-billion-dollar black-owned businesses, minus being sabotaged, probably would have burgeoned. There would have been more than just one William McDonald in the area. Think about it if you had 4 or 5 William McDonald's in. Yeah, they would have came for them. They would have came for them brothers and them sisters. Like the Madam C.J. Walkers, the William McDonald's, the millionaires, the black millionaires back then. If you had 3 or 4 of them per major city, making moves, opening lanes for black folk to move up, or putting them in positions where they can have safety. They're also having a setup where we have the brothers and sisters who military and know how to do what they need to do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, family. Granted, we know that that's our history. That's a part of it, and it's for us to learn from it. And I think now is the time for us to realize, okay, we need to circulate our dollars back in within our communities heavy. So actually, that's why I like Trump being in office, because it makes us say, oh, we need to stop being lazy and being comfortable. And as Jason Black would say, this is good.
Black people stop shopping at these spots. As much as we love to shop there, they don't love us. They don't care about us. They are falling right in line with Trump. They are bending the knee.
That's one thing I'm buck against. Trump is the conduit for folk to say what they've been wanting to say. Stop that. He's making them racist. No, he's not. They've been racist. They can't stand your funky black behind. You know what I'm saying? You funky, you probably watch your behind more than they do. We as we've seen over the internet over the last 2 or 3 years, we know we watch our behinds more than they do. They literally going in there saying, we don't watch, I don't watch for 2 or 3 days. I don't think I need to. What? I don't watch for 2 or 3 days. And then when they say they quote wash, I just hit the soap and just let it roll down my back. So you scrub for what? I use my hand. Use your hand. Use your hand. Use your okay. They never liked you. Quit lying to yourself. Business. And it's okay. You can be cordial. You can be professional and not be emotional. And you'll better effectively handle business, which is something we gotta learn. I have to say, I had to literally be reprogrammed to learn how to deal with business things with a business mind and not be emotional. Does it frustrate? Yes. Can you be hurt business? Because you're like, dang, I thought, well, okay, cool. You take it on the chin and you get the business done. regardless of what happened. You get the business done. You handle the bottom line. And sometimes, even when they handle the bottom line, you lose. But win, lose, or draw, you got to handle your business and keep your emotion out of it.
They're letting him know that, hey, we didn't want them anyways. We only did it because we had certain people in office. But now that you're in office and white is right, then we don't have to serve them anymore. So minority, black business, and businesses of color don't matter anymore. That means
business of color. Business of color, a lot of them think they white themselves. Family, stop doing that.
we need to start trading with each other. We need to start purchasing with each other. If anybody has a list of black-owned businesses that do the same things these hoes,
I have a YouTube channel with a bunch of black-owned businesses. I've tried the products and I've used them. I have a YouTube channel. You go back from 2017 to 2018, really 2018 to I want to say about 2024. Reviews of products I purchased, IVs, Big Mouth. Yeah, she's not an FBA. Now if there's any footage of her saying something crazy about it, let me know. But she on a second toothbrush, on a second version of it. Nagash, tennis shoes, Road and Vision, t-shirts, drawers. He is Dominican, brother, but I don't got no footage of him saying nothing crazy. He's in Texas. His business is out of Texas in DeSoto. Champ boxers. So drawers, champ boxers. Root work, deodorant. Yes. Four Sisters Naturally. Yes. Cut Buddy. That's how I keep this ball. That's how I keep my boy shaped up. Huh? House of Classic Cuts for your beards. The Tempting brand for your beards. Well, she gonna pop up. I got a clip of their sister. What's my brother? Nature Boy IG. So for my brothers who like the high-end beard kits, huh? I have those videos. I'll try to put cards of all of them, or maybe I'll make it just a playlist so y'all can see all of them and go through the archives. I've been doing this. I have been spending my money ordering chocolate chip cookies from a sister in North Carolina. It's in the Carolinas. It's been like 4 years since I've done that. Ordering it from her directly and getting them, doing a review with my mom's. What? Cookie Society. What? The sister that makes the ice cream. I can't think of it off the top of my head. What are y'all talking about? The restaurants I've been to. The restaurants in the Raleigh-Durham area. Huh? When I went to Greensboro. Like, what are you talking about? When I went to Kansas City, Missouri, and had Gates. The best burn-ins I've ever had. They brisket ain't touching Texas. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All day, every day. But what? There's a company, I can't think of the name off the top. I think it starts with S. They make trash bags and foil. The one company that made bamboo toilet paper. I've been doing this. Of course, YouTube had me suppressed. But family, we got numbers now. If y'all really want to help the business that is still around, boom. And then the business I thought it was black owned, I had to double back and say, no, they ain't black owned. And called it out. I've done that. What? Melanin Force. You buy Melanin Force, that's not black owned, that's minority owned. I have the emails. I've done a whole video on them. No. The main choice is no longer black owned. I hate to say it, but my company Bevel, he hated it. He hated he had to do that. I think he was just way too early. I still got my Bevel trimmers, the original trimmers. He had to sell a big portion of his company to Procter & Gamble. And he had big push. He had Charlamagne the God, Nas, Signature Fade with the bevel blade. I think Envy invested. I think Angela invested. He had a whole bunch of black people investing. Big money folk that invest in, put the big money up. And that was a wave of Negroes. Get Beam used with them. You was kind of talking greasy about Bevel. Why they so expensive? Why they expensive? But y'all buy Blabless and all these other brands, and they gonna send them somebody to get them sharpened, so they can really be quote hitters, like y'all say. 360 Jeezy was one of them, kind of defecating on them too, talking down on the brand. Great customer service. I remember Tristan actually, me and him, we actually corresponded back and forth in the beginning. Hey man, I got this. Hey man, hey, this is the owner. Woo, woo, woo. I got a problem with my product. Hey, we got our first batch was bad. Go and just send us the unit back. Boom, boom, boom. Man, I don't know if I can still got the email. I do. I might dig it up. I might dig it up and post it on the community tab. This should show you it's real. I've been doing this. Huh? The brother who makes LED lights, Ujama Lighting, down in Houston. Huh? The Christmas lights. I had the Christmas lights. I got a video with Christmas lights. I got a video showing how to do the smart lights. Huh? Hold on. Behind me. Smart lights. It'll work with your Google Home. It's a separate app, but behind me. Y'all see a light come on? What? Boom. Been doing this. Tap in. Go through the playlist. I'll make playlists. By the time this video comes out, I'll have the playlist of all of them. I'll have the playlist of black-owned companies. Boom, 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 boom. Ray Tech when Ray dang, what's his last name? Brandy's brother. When he had major stake in the company, when it was still majority black owned. All them products. 2018 on up, huh? Come on now, man. Don't play with me, bro. Don't play with me. Been doing this.
You let me know. I will post it. But we need to start keeping our black dollars to ourselves. Put them hoes in them.
And yes, I'm gonna put this whole rant on TikTok. Bring y'all butts over to my YouTube. A link in the bio. If you're on YouTube, you're already there. You know what to do. If you're on any of these other sites, link in the bio. Go to YouTube. Go to the playlist. Run through it. Anything, and I'll try to make sure I update all the sites and make sure anything that's still open. Let you know anything that's closed, anything that's pending, because I still got numbers and contacts with a lot of people. I can hit them up and say, hey, everything good? Because we got black-owned cologne. Oh my gosh, bro, we got the cologne game is heavy. If you're a man, you like cologne, what? Sister, you like body sprays? Four Sisters naturally got all these body sprays and stuff. Man, y'all tripping.
Mattress, I don't know.
If y'all are looking for any type of black-owned businesses, and if you are a black-owned business yourself, go ahead and comment down in the comment section.
This is the sister who created the Tempting brand. All right, used to be Tempting Lips Cosmetics. So if you're looking for Tempting Lips Cosmetics, it's rebranded as the Tempting brand. This is the sister behind it out of DMV. DMV, stand up. Garner's Garden. What? Body washes? Huh? What, my dude that moved from Connecticut down here, Daddy's Beard, LLC. He's not Daddy's Beard, but Daddy Butter LLC. I think he's rebranded the name again. But he was in Connecticut last year. He moved the family down here to Texas. What? Huh? I stay tapped in, family. The Doc Bookshop in Fort Worth. If you just want to get some toothpaste, the natural toothpaste and stuff like that, you know, necessarily want to order and wait for it to get there. Or if you order some, but you need to get some, you want to support black owned, they order it there and sell it for a very good price. The shea butter, you can get the whipped shea butter. You can get the regular shea butter. They got like 3 different kinds of shea butter they keep in stock. What? Man, I stay connected to my people, man. Y'all, boy. Yeah. I do this for real. And I hate to brag on myself like that, but I do this for real. I put in a lot of money and a lot of work for my people. I think I'm going to bring back my theme song, bro. I think I'm going to bring it back, finish it up, master it, put it out there, and make it the intro music to this going forward.
Because with all these executive orders going around from the Orange Man, we need to keep our black dollars where the black dollar is celebrated, and that's with other black-owned businesses. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're seeing this video.
Quality black-owned businesses. I did honest reviews. I still do honest reviews. If you are subpar quality, you finna find out. I review on the basis of this is what I like about your brand and what I like about your company. This is what I think will make it better for me as a consumer. That's why I spent my money.
My name is Tonisha, and I'm the owner and founder of Tempting the Brand.
Yeah,
which
Tempting.
is
I'm sorry, not the Tempting brand. Tempting the brand.
Personal care brand. I also have merch on my website, like hoodies. My stomach is growling. Oh my God, how embarrassing. Candles, and personal hygiene for men as well. You can click the link in my bio to check out all of my products and all of my reviews. And first-time customers can get a $5 off coupon for just subscribing to my email listing. So check me out.
Y'all want to know why we said?
So, yeah, that's that. Now, this is I Speak. I put this in here, but part of me is like, because if you notice, his eyes veer off to what I think is and I get it. I get it. You want to make sure you have concise messaging. But when you're going this hard and you're kind of looking off in the distance, usually when you're going this hard, it's very authentic. And I feel like he's reading something on the side. I'm not, I'm not going to indict that. Just, listen up.
That, it's not just politics. This is the reason why we can't be friends with y'all. Please explain to me how it's making America great again to roll back an executive order that literally states you cannot discriminate against people on
You see his eyes.
Their race, gender, sexual identity, etc., etc. Please tell me how that makes America great again. Now, you can make an objective, non-moral argument for diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Very, very good, though. His delivery is very good. Make you follow. And I'm not saying he's being fake or disingenuous, all the way. I'm just,
Sure. Am I going to entertain you? Probably not. But you can make that argument. But please explain to me. And y'all want me to be friends with y'all? Y'all want us to forgive y'all? Because you got buyer's remorse?
Y'all looking to be friends with white folk like that? Or any non-black folk like that? Look, we've understood over the years, a lot of these programs have not been for us. That's why we say foundational black America. That's why delineation is a thing. And it's been a hardcore thing, and we haven't tucked tail, been browbeaten. We have nobody shout us down. We have just stayed the course because we're like, nah, delineation is getting us what we want. It's getting people to move around and say what they really want to say. The quiet thing they've been holding in their head, they said it out loud. Whether it's Umar, whether it's Joe, whether it's Benzino, who looks... that man is built weird. He is the weirdest built man on the planet. Right? I'm all belly, but this man's like, he's like, take my belly, put it up here, and then I like a pit bull. Anyway. So yeah, we've gotten people to say the quiet thing out loud. Gary Owens was commenting on something. Then one of our brothers on X on Twitter had reposted. He had posted and posed this question thing. What all these people have in common? There's a lot of famous black actors, but they all kind of tone the line, and he's commenting these things, and it's like, yeah, we getting people to really say the quiet thing that they've been thinking this entire time for years about us out loud, and that's part of the point. Now, we want the anti-black hate crime bill and reparations, like the two biggest things on the table for us. Once we get those two, one or the other, either one that comes first, that's really going to set things right and balance the universe, and things will start getting better for literally everyone. Once we're made whole, everyone else's life will get better. By proximity, that's how we are. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be smart about how we move. We're not going to just build up. We're not going to build up anybody's house and yard. We can do business because we're going to get something out of it. If we're coming over there to help you, we're getting something, some type of monetary benefit. We're getting some land out of this benefit. We're getting access to resources you may have exclusively in your area. We're going to get some type of benefit. If we're not just going to come over there just to give you a hug, oh my gosh, we just helped you build this school and we're just so happy to do it. And, we're just going to go home and tuck our tails, exhausted, tired, using my resources. No. We're getting something out of this. We're going to have some type of equity in it. And that's how we're going to move going forward.
Because you realize, he just got, bro.
Do I have to say it?
Y'all don't understand. You're finding out now. Are losing jobs. Your racist grandma prescription done gone up. And I'm not going to wish death on nobody. But I will say this. God's timing is always right. Goofy.
So did y'all hear?
Now, what y'all think about that last part, though? Leave it in the comments.
Hear about this? No, you didn't hear about it. You know why? Because it makes Trump look good.
Okay, January 2025. Let's go look this up. Bevelin, that's a name for you. That is a name for you. Let's see if this is the same woman. I want to make sure. Daily Mail, moment, pardoned pro-life activist is released from jail after being put behind bars by Biden administration. Okay. What was it said, though? I want to make sure we got the same woman. Bevelin Beatty Williams, or Beatty. Sentenced for 41 months, 41 months for violating the Freedom of Access to Clinic Entrances Act. Okay. Yes, okay. So, yeah, she's pro-life, which, we've heard it before. We're conservative by nature. We're very pro-life. So she's been pardoned. This was in Florida, so yeah, she wouldn't go get parole because Florida don't do parole at all. They don't give a darn. Look like husband, like a baby. That's beautiful. I like seeing it. So family. And now we know it's all political theater when it's all said and done. Biden pardoned who he pardoned. Obama pardoned who he pardoned. Do y'all feel either way about Trump about this? Because I get it. I'm grateful because the sister's able to go home to her husband and a child, and I presume that's her husband. But it doesn't put Trump on a pedestal for me. Because I still see it as business. What are we getting out of this? Granted, we're getting the lesser, if we had come out, oh my God, if we had come out. Oh man. Oh God. It'd be horrible. We're getting consolation prize with Trump. So that's cool, but I don't put him on a pedestal because of it.
They don't want anything to make Trump look good. Trump pardons pro-life activist Beverly Williams, who was imprisoned by the Biden administration for protesting outside abortion clinic. This lady been in prison or in jail all this time. Kamala didn't make a peep about this. She didn't talk about it in her speeches. All she wanted to do was bring out Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla to twerk and give Beyonce all y'all money that y'all donated. I ain't talking about y'all, but the people who don't like my videos, the ones that come over here creeping like roaches and come and tell me about myself, tell me I'm not black enough. Well, she must have wasn't black enough for y'all because y'all didn't even care about her being locked up. Well, now she's free. Thank you, God, and thank you, Trump.
Now, I didn't know the sister was locked up. I think, you know what, that could have been really good, really pivotal for Kamala. Especially for all the black women that were, you know, when I say black women, I'm talking about, you know, the broad spectrum that were capable for Kamala. That could have been a good look. Hey, Sleepy Joe, let's pardon this black woman. Dropped the ball. Got dropped in the election.
The non-racist president.
Now that's a stretch. That's a stretch. I don't know what she's talking about on that one.
Where's your pistol?
Now I noticed the Daily Mail has been busy. Have y'all noticed that? The Daily Mail has been busy.
Well, on my side.
And if I'm correct, I think that's a UK publication. Yeah, the Brits have been now. Real quick side note, I'm trying to make this less than 30 seconds. So when we were off TikTok, the Brits were having a field day, and they were like, "Oh, we're glad they're, you know, the Americans are gone. You know, now we finally have some peace and all this, that, and the third." But the Daily Mail has been doing a lot of work covering what's going on over here. I remember somebody saying to a brother, talking about, you got this main character syndrome. We got this main character syndrome. And his next video that got views was about us. Now, I know you guys probably heard about this.
Okay. Just put your hands on the top of the vehicle for me.
Real quick, not TikTok, but real quick, YouTube. This is for educational purposes.
I appreciate that being very honest. All right.
I think she did it on purpose. Either she's completely incompetent or she did it on purpose. Ain't no in between. I own specialized equipment. And I understand with specialized equipment that when you are pulling specialized equipment off of somebody's person or your own, you're supposed to have your finger set on the trigger guard. Not in between the guard where you can actually pull the trigger. And if you're pulling somebody off of somebody, you pull it in a way where you have your finger on the trigger guard, or at least up away from the trigger as not to accidentally discharge the firearm. That way, once you get it up and out, you put the safety on, depending on the type of firearm. For those who have subcompacts, certain brands have the safety on the back of the handle, probably your EDC. You pull it, you're already ready to go. You ready to go. So with that one, there's nothing you can do. You pulling it out, but you can pull it out without putting your hand on it. I think she's either completely incompetent or she's done it on purpose.
I appreciate that being very honest.
All right. You okay?
And that look on her face,
Go down.
incompetent. Now, does she Latina? Is she Latina?
Go down.
Oh, no. I want to see the face again. I think she's Latina. There was a one video with his brother. He didn't have any tint on his front window. Lady, clearly Latina, still had the accent. Trying to tell him, I know my job. I've been doing my job for a long, thick accent. And trying to tell him on the clear windshield, he had tint. So they'll get a job and barely, and still got the accent, barely speak enough English to formulate a sentence. And they get jobs like this. Like, you know, back when I was working for a particular company, I'll say about 2 years ago, we was doing a brand new install on CT scanner. and the construction company that hired to do the work had 2 Latinos working there that spoke no English, so they kind of had to be guided by the hand by the males that worked there. I don't know if they were the wives, or, sisters, cousins, whatever. But literally, I'm trying to walk past. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that real shy. Like I really don't want to speak because if I speak, I have to let you know I don't speak English. So don't think, oh, they can't get a job. You got to be able to. No. Nepotism is real. Yeah, I think she's either really incompetent or she did it on purpose. And so that's what I think about that, fam. What you guys think? Now, speaking when I made the comment I made earlier about the Brits, here we go. Kimberly Cumberbatch.
Yeah, in peace, babe.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Now that the Americans are gone,
Now that we gone,
I can eat my beans on toast in peace, yeah?
beans on toast, fam. And they look like canned beans. Canned beans on toast. Is this even toasted or just white bread with cheese?
Yeah, in peace, babe. Nobody's saying what a weird combo. Nobody's saying what's the recipe. Yeah? Nobody making videos of recreating the beans on toast.
Now, she ain't talking about us. You'd be surprised who she's talking about. Of course, more than likely 99% of the time, she's not FBA.
With the wrong ingredients. Do you know what I mean? I can just enjoy myself. Judgment-free zone, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because at the end of the day, TikTok is now a safe space for us Brits. Like, I just feel so safe. I feel so safe.
And then we came back.
And protected. We'll miss you, my Shaylas. All the best.
British food is so bad that only a black woman can fix it, because what even is this?
Like I said, she wasn't talking to us on that, and I'll explain further.
This is the only beans on toast that's worth eating. Let's make it.
Now, sister did her thing on that.
The goal of their reversing.
She did a thing on that. Now, I put up a few clips of the sister because I ran across this sister when she talked about Roscoe's and the whole Roscoe's getting canceled thing that was going on. And I was like, this is interesting. Why she's like, I could recreate the recipe, they're getting canceled, this, that, and the third. I'm like, because I ain't never heard nothing of it. I didn't know what was going on. Maybe my folk in Cali, if y'all can put me on game and let me know what's going on with that whole debacle, what happened with that, that'd be dope. But I was like, that's very interesting that she would, present that, like she's like a call for help, like a dog whistle. Well, she's Nigerian American.
Engineered the precise recipe for Roscoe's chicken and waffles during a hyperfixation, and I had no intentions of sharing it, but since they're being canceled by the internet, I thought I'd share the recipe with everyone.
And I was like, dang, it seemed like she's kind of cosplaying us a little bit. So I went through her feed, went through her
I don't know which American of
timeline.
European descent needs to hear this, but your bigoted feelings towards African American vernacular English are none of my business. I had a viral video about meeting my husband while I was in law school, and this caused absolute refuse to flow down the Caucasus Mountains. They did not come to focus on the human experience of finding true love, but to admonish me for having the all-black city to pronounce birthday with a hard F. Wonderbread wondered how I claim to be a lawyer, but I can't pronounce birthday. Firstly, Esquire isn't my claim, but it's a title bestowed upon me by the Board of Law Examiners.
Now, she's a lawyer. According to what she's saying, she's a lawyer.
In 3 separate jurisdictions where I sat, tested, passed, and swore, but my pedigree isn't even necessary to give AAVE validity. Second,
You have the ingredients.
Now, we saw that part. Now, look, this is our culture, right? This is what we grew up on.
At home.
some people ask how I make my cornbread loaf. Let's make it.
Cornbread
British
loaf?
food is so bad that only a black.
We saw that?
British food. I've written a series of recipes for people with phys. I've seen a lot of videos about Naziah Harris. Since this will be my
Like I kept going through Sam Cooke's. The stuff we grew up on, family. Stuff we grew up on. You had a grandmama, you had a real grandmother. She's about 35 to 40 years older than you. You grew up on this.
final recipe on TikTok. Let's go out with.
Since we're all gonna die.
So TikTok is supposedly. I don't know why you guys keep telling me that I'm wearing a blonde wig as if I'm not the one who did the foils and cut the lace.
And this was the one that had me like, Now it all comes together.
I knew it was blonde when I bleached it. And I knew it was a wig when I slapped it on my head. And I'll know that it's a wig when I put it back on tomorrow. I know you guys like to
African American.
So, yeah, family. And not, not denigrate the sister, but notice when people say, when we say we're cosplayed, often, if you didn't know any better, if you hadn't been practicing delineation, if you hadn't been gamed up by new black media, you would think there was just an everyday sister. She's not. Now, I'm not denigrating her. Shout out to her being a lawyer. Hopefully she's putting it to good use. She's a competent lawyer, knocking it out, the park and all that stuff. But the little things that are done that are similar to what we would do and it don't hit right, there's a reason why it don't hit right. The reason why it doesn't resonate 100%. Now, this sister has something she had to say for us, about us.
Have a heritage trip.
Let's go back. I want to start it. Let's get all with it.
And I knew it was a wig when I slapped it on my head. And I'll know that it's a wig when I put it back on tomorrow. Okay. I know you guys like to...
African Americans should have a heritage trip to Africa.
No, we shouldn't. She said African Americans should have a heritage trip to Africa. No, we shouldn't.
Funded by the U.S. government.
Nah. That sounds like finesse. The U.S. government will go for that too. If we said that mess, oh man, here's a check to them. Nah, we not going for that. What? No. What we need that for? There are black folks, Foundation of Black Americans, who have gone off to Ghana and Nigeria and other places in Africa, and we're getting these videos and these press conferences they're having. One sister had a press conference, look like, where they're saying, hey, I done put all my money up into this just for them to let the folk come take it, or the government to come take it, with no propification. Like, what? And we're supposed to do all that? And I love natural hair, but sister, you putting it on it? Okay. Never mind.
The same treatment that Holocaust survivors receive, the same respect, the same dignity, the same understanding.
They also got reparations. They're still getting paid, from my understanding. Israel still gets a budget, a piece of the American budget. So what are you talking about, sister?
The same compassion should be owed, is owed.
This didn't age too well. The same compassion. She's not talking about Elon Musk, huh?
To African Americans. Why doesn't the U.S. government help them track down their ancestry? Why are you not helping them?
Because we can do that. They have our ancestry documented very well. When they was whooping us and selling us and feeding us to alligators and stuff like that, they've done a marvelous job of their sister.
And go back to their homeland. Why are you not helping Africa or the countries that...
There it is. There it is. There it is. Why are you not helping Africa?
Stole them from. Fight.
Y'all sold us. What you... Y'all sold us. Y'all sold us.
Against European invaders and colonizers. Oh, wait. It's because you're one of them. And
but y'all let them in. And then when they flipped on you, now it's a problem. Because as much as she's talking about us going, quote, back to the homeland, don't she have a thick British accent?
You can dispute me and say they're not European, they're American. If we can go that far back for Israelis, why can't we go that far back for African Americans?
Because we're Foundation of Black Americans. Quit trying to make us generic Africans.
This app is about to go, I don't know when or in what capacity. It will never be what it is now. It will never be what it has been for the African Americans, for Black British people, for Black people all over the world, but particularly African Americans. They are being censored and they are about to have, I pray this is not true, but they are about to have a really tough 4 years.
Who? We had Biden. And Kamala literally opening the floodgates of hell, and millions of illegal immigrants coming over here. 14-year-old girls on the corner in New York. 13, 14, 15-year-old girls on the corner in New York. Being, quote, little girls, not ladies, damn, I'm not going to use that terminology. Little girls of the night. What? And our kids were exposed to that. What? They were getting 20 grand in benefits. Up to 20 grand in benefits of our tax dollars. What are you talking about? We're about to have some reprieve on one aspect. We understand, it's going to be, we got the DEI thing. Okay, whatever. We're going to be all right. Now we're getting them out of the mix. That's going to allow breathing room. With Trump in office, a lot of us going to get focused. We're going to get serious. We're going to make some things shake. So, yeah, I don't know what that is.
And a lot of you co-signed that. And a place where they have been able to have their voice heard, where they have never, ever been able to have their voice heard, is being taken away.
We've had our voice heard. You got a few cousins that are living over here right now because we had our voice heard. That you capping now.
Away. So yes, I worry for small businesses. Yes, I worry for those of you who will miss.
Small black-owned businesses that are quality are going to thrive. As long as they put the work in, do right with their money, the marketing, things of that nature. Take advantage of, pay it. Once again, I'm going to say this in no certain terms because I know some people get weird. If you mention something, they're like, oh, you're going to get some. No, I don't get nothing off of pay it. I am sharing with black folk that have businesses that are moving the needle and you starting to get it going and you need that capital, but you don't have the business credit to get the big time lenders to give you $5,000. But you move enough revenue to probably qualify for $20,000. But because it's black owned, like your business, you won't take your documents and say, hey, let me submit my documents and see what I qualify for? What? Your business going to, don't say I didn't help provide a resource. Don't do that. Anytime I get some information that can help somebody, especially somebody who looks like me, I put the information out there. I don't gatekeep nothing. Here's the information. It can't help me, but I'm pretty sure it can help somebody out there on the internet that look like me. And more so particularly, Foundation Black American. So y'all better take advantage and make something shake while y'all can before they can't do it no more and shut down. And then you go, oh man, hey man, what's the brand? Oh yeah, they stopped, bro. They stopped. They couldn't do it no more. Nobody used it. If you got a service that's not being used, you get rid of that service. That's good business. So if y'all want to be able to keep your business open, y'all better get off your high horse and make something shake.
Out on, experiencing different people in the world. I am scared for my brothers and sisters in the United States.
No. Well, you know what? She might literally mean her brothers and sisters because we not scared. We, Foundation Black Americans, not scared. You might have a few, Trump is going, you see what he's doing? There's no white folk that like me. They never did. But I don't, lie to me. Okay, all right.
The direction that country is going in shakes me to my core. And I don't give a fuck what you're talking about, fear-mongering. You live on planet Earth. We live in a reality. If you are unable to be confronted with the reality that your actions create, then get the fuck out of here. Because it's...
I'm looking at her head, y'all. I get it, She might be finna go and get a wig, cap and a wig and all that stuff. I wish my wife would let my daughter walk out the house like that. Boy.
Seems like you guys only want to help when it's too late. Once something bad has happened instead of preventing. Please. Sick of the bullshit. For decades, centuries, hundreds of years, African Americans have lived as third-class citizens in a country that they built. their ancestors built.
Now, she got that part right. That's the reason why I shared, because I knew it wasn't all bad when she was saying. She got that part right. Now, if you can get some of your cousins to get on the same page and understand that, and quit calling us African Americans, sweetheart. We're foundational Black Americans. There are genuine African Americans like Obama. He's a genuine African American. His dad's African. His mom's American. African American. Elon Musk, and he's a true African. He can claim it. African American. He grew up in South Africa, moved to America, citizenship, African American. We're foundational Black Americans. As you said, we built the country. So put some respect on our name, please.
Blood, sweat, and tears. They were bred to build that fucking country. And finally, in a short decade, where they get some semblance of equality, some semblance of...
We were the most censored on the app. The page I got on TikTok now is my 3rd page. And I didn't say nothing crazy. Like the way the cats talk now, I ain't say nothing like what they said. But that's on my 3rd page. So they had the noose around our necks too. Pun intended.
Equality. There are people like Trump who see that tiny bit of progress as a threat to...
No, there's people like Trump who saw we making a ton of money over there. TikTok's taking a ton of money. And ain't nobody white in America getting that money. That's what that was. That was always about money. Always. Yes, the information they don't like it. But like, you ain't giving us no money. We ain't getting cut in on this. Lobbying. Lobbyist. Special interest groups. PACs. Super PACs. Big sums of money. Donors. Right there's what? A foreign company making money in your country and also providing a way for your people, not just Black folk. That's white folk. That's white folk. So I'm on the seller side of things. Like, I got my brand. I could see which TikTok influencer was making, what they average monthly. There was people bringing in 5 figures. 5 figures a month or better on TikTok. Moving. You thought they was with the CAR tail. The way they would move TikTok products from the seller shop. They would what? So you gotta look at it from the government standpoint. I have an app that's been used in my country that allows Joe Blow Schmo to make money like a Ivy League super student. And he's been doing this for a year. Now, Ivy League super student has been in school. He's 16 years of school, 12 years, 16 years, 18 years or whatever. He's had to know, had to be connected with and networked in with this person, that person, the dean. He had to be the son of the board of director at another company so he can get what? There were people who were making crazy money. There's one cat. He just he makes stories up on ChatGPT. Put in an app. The app makes it audio. He takes that, put it with like a Minecraft video or some other video, so you're constantly engaged. You hear the story and you want to listen to it. And like, I got 7 accounts and I'm making 30 grand a month, 40 grand a month for 15, 20 minutes of work on one platform and then another one. So in the daytime, you spend 2 hours at max at your job and you can follow it for the rest of the day. And the United States ain't getting a cut of that from the top. Not from him, because he's going to have to pay taxes, but from the top and the taxpayer and the guys who got to pay the taxes. Come on now. It's all about money. It's always been about money.
centuries of oppression, or I beg your pardon, centuries of the privilege and the benefits that they have received off the backs of those people who have just that tiny amount of progress. It's really obvious, it's really clear, and it's really easy to see, and I can't stand the pandering bullshit. It's like if you were in a sandbox with two children, child one is standing there minding their business, child two is kicking sand in the other kid's eye, and the teacher is doing nothing. Finally, there are enough eyes on the entire situation that the teacher finally intervenes. Instead of stopping child two from kicking sand into child one's eyes, they just give child one a fucking sheet.
Now she had her hair rebraided. She's not a bad looking sister. I say that. Nice chocolate skin tone.
Bear in mind that not all children are getting a sheet. Some of them are getting a thin piece of cloth. Some of them are getting fishing nets. Some of their family members and community members are using their hands and their bodies. Some of them are getting nothing to block the fucking sand from going in their eyes. It's not stopping what that other child is doing. It's temporary. It's a bit of progress. And we're still working towards stopping child two from kicking the sand in that child's eyes because they feel like they're entitled to it. And now other sand kickers are seeing this happen all over with that same entitlement to kick sand in people's eyes and think, why the fuck can't I kick sand in their eyes? What the heck is that? And in retaliation are giving child two a fucking bulldozer to knock down the
Well, I think it's hyperbolic the way she's talking. We don't just allow that to fester. We fight back. We buck back. Delineation, pull up summers, pull up fall, pull up winter. We're having the intellectual conversations, smart conversations. We're not being overly emotional now. We're being passionate. There's a lot of passion in what we're saying, the questions we ask, but we're being direct, and the messaging discipline has been superb. And we are, I'm sorry, that's a bad place to stop.
Cheat that child.
That was a bad place to stop. I just saw that. The messaging discipline has been superb, and we are moving the needle. So this idea that we're just allowing the people to kick sand out, no. That's why we did what we did. We let the Democrats crash and burn. Trump, I'm getting these illegals out of here. Cool. Boom. All the additional sand kickers, they got to go. They got to go, which helps us. And now we can focus on the white supremacists. And shout out to white folks. White folks, they cool. White folks don't bother us. But we're talking about the white supremacists. So now we don't have to fight on multiple fronts against multiple enemies. We can focus on justice and getting proper justice by anti-black hate crime bill and reparations for foundational black Americans, the lineage. Not black people, but the lineage that is foundational black Americans, also known as freedmen.
One has been given to protect themselves and is giving child two an excavator to dump more sand on top of the child. That's...
I think she how long is she going? Now I put this clip on here, just kind of I believe this brother posted this 2 days ago on his IG.
Oh boy, it's that deadly combo. That steak and lobster. Let's get into it. So what does it mean when you're served steak and lobster in the military, and why you never want to see this dish? That's a great question. And in short, it means that you're all right, so here's the deal. You're in the military, and you're in that galley or in that chow line, and you see that steak and lobster being served up. I want you to know right now that they are not treating you. They're buttering you up for some bad news. It's almost like the calm before the storm, but instead of a warning siren, you get some overcooked steak and some rubbery lobster. So there's a long-standing myth in the military that when that surf and turf is on the menu or being served, it could mean one of two things. One, that your deployment is being extended, which is something that we do not want because we want to go home. Or two, that we're going to war. Again, something we do not want because we want to go home. And let's face it.
So I share this, and hopefully I don't try to copyright strike it. It might end up getting removed. When Trump said, and there was this for the DEI, just the companies. I'll run down that real quick. Right after this, Trump, Panama Canal. Trump says China controls the Panama Canal. Now, when he said that, he said we're going to take back, not negotiate, nothing like that. I'm like, I tweeted on X. I'm not logged in online. I tweeted, is there a possibility we're about to have another world war? Is that kind of like foreshadowing a possible world war? That's the only reason why I said it. I'm like, why would you say it like that? If this had not already been contemplated that there's going to be a war for this canal. You know what I'm saying? U.S. gave it to Panama, not the Chinese, but we're finna take it back. Why'd you say it like that? Now, I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. I just want us to kind of take note of that. And, just be ready for whatever. I think at this time, a lot of us are pushing ourselves to be ready for whatever. We're getting ready. So, getting ready, staying ready. So, I'm messing up the whole saying. I'm tired. We're staying ready so we don't have to get ready. So, if anything pop off, we'll already be ready to go. We'll already be good. We'll have what we need to do what we do, what we've been doing for the last 200, 300, 400 years, man. Just surviving and making sure we were on point. Now, with that said, let's go back to this DEI thing real quick. I know it's kind of a weird spinning of the block, but I went through this list just to see, who all's on it. Target, this newest one. Amazon been on that. The way they treat their employees, come on now. Meta, yeah. McDonald's, you don't need to be eating that anyway. Walmart and Target. Molson Coors, Ford Motor Company, John Deere, Lowe's. Now this was the one I was like, If you go to a black biker meet, more than likely you're gonna see a bunch of Harley Davidsons. Black folk love Harley Davidson. I prefer Indian myself. I don't care if you don't like it, or go find me a Victory. But they love Harley Davidson, and I wonder how they gonna feel. These bike clubs, how they gonna feel about this? Now they quote rolled all that back, and they're like, we cool. Brown Foreman, Tractor Supply Company, Toyota Motor Corp. Yeah, so that's the list. At least that's what's on this list. I don't know how far it goes. I wasn't gonna look all it up because I'm not surprised at all. Like I said earlier, so be with family with everything that's going on. This is our time to get back to doing what we were doing when Trump was in office, and that's building ourselves back up economically. That does not mean we're not going to keep fighting for an anti-black hate crime bill or reparations, but we're going to build ourselves up economically. While that's going on, while we're still fighting for that, we're going to start spending more of our money with ourselves. Once again, I'm going to put the list up. We're going to better educate ourselves on how to protect ourselves, and we're going to better communicate on how to move in certain cities. If you got people in that city, if you got a family member or you beefing with, at least get to the point where you can chop it up with them enough to say, hey, look, I'm getting something done. How do I need to move in the city? Let's chop it up. Let's bury the hatchet enough to where, hey, we know we need to be on code, and I need to get this business handled. There's some bread in for you. Let's make something shake. You know what I'm saying? If you can. Now, if you got that one cousin, that one brothers, whatever, they're going to backdoor you or something like that, hey, charge that to the game. But for the most part, you got a friend or whatever, and y'all can make something shake. This is the time to do that. This is the time we can all come up financially, in our personal ventures and our business ventures. We can all grow personally, take advantage of that family. The next 4 years, we get to do it all over again. Peace and Black empowerment.